Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Abduction Whiskey. This is their 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey coming in at a 45% ABV. Now for full disclosure, I reached out to Abduction Whiskey for a review sample. They were kind enough to send this bottle over for us to take a look at and a review, so just keeping that transparency open. When it comes to Abduction Whiskey, they're actually based out of California, and they're only about 6 months old, just a hair over. And I love this kind of a story. Essentially, the owner of Abduction Whiskey was one of those blue-collar workers, chiller mechanic, had a love and a passion for whiskey, and decided to take that leap of faith. A leap of faith that a lot of people like myself always wish we could do, and I'm still very tempted to myself, and decided to start up his own whiskey company. He loved the idea of doing something unique and different with the branding, having fun with the name Abduction Whiskey, kind of playing off of taking barrels from somewhere and making it his own, which is actually what he's doing with this bottling. So this is actually a 4-grain whiskey that is between 3 to 4 years old, and essentially what he's done is he's went to MGP, which MGP makes great whiskey, don't let anybody tell you otherwise, sourced the barrels from there or abducted those barrels, brought him back and made up his own blend of those barrels to release this. And I think that's awesome. Not only are you going out to a great supplier of whiskey to find these barrels, but to bring them back and then make it your own on your own is even better yet. Now, being that this is a 4-grain blend, we know this probably contains corn, rye, wheat, and barley, which is really cool to see. 4-grain blends are a lot of fun to play around with. A lot of places typically stick to our standard 3 grains of corn, rye, and barley. That wheat that goes into a 4-grain blend, however, can bring in some really fun, unique spiciness, in my opinion, under most circumstances. So, let's jump into the bottle itself and see how Abduction Whiskey handles a 4-grain blend. Love the color on there. Love the bottling on it. Very fun. Actually, as you drink the bottle itself, there is an inlay inside the back label of a barrel, so it'll look like the alien spacecraft here was actually abducting the barrel itself. A lot of fun. You know what? Make it your own, stand out on the shelf a little bit, and have fun doing it. So, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit, become a member if you'd like. If you're interested in learning more about Abduction Whiskey, I'll be putting a link to their website down in the description area below for you to check out, read up more about them, and maybe even have either find it in your area, or you can actually order it online if you're interested. Woo! That was a pop. There we go. Beautiful dark golden color. Looks great in the glass. Yeah, beautiful. Alrighty, let's go for notes. Ooh, sweet buttery corn, toffee, butter toffee. A little rye spiciness in there. A light bit of pepperiness. And then you get this kind of light barrel char going on in there. Sweet vanillas, a little bit of I'm going to definitely say this got more of a spicy wheat note going on in there. And again, I was hoping that was going to come across in that 4-grain, but you get the rye spice, like the rye grain spiciness. But then for me, wheat can brings out this subtle kind of spicy wood sugars as well. Nice little bit of waxiness from the barley. Honestly, on the nose, this leans heavier into a 4 to 5 year, in my opinion. It does not smell youthful. There's nothing harsh. There's no ABV bite, no off characteristics going on. Nice bit of fruit sweetness in there. It's got kind of like a light, just like a Honeycrisp apple going on. It plays really well with the rye spice because you're getting this kind of herbal and a little pinch of medicinal in there from MGP, which is known to make some great rye whiskey. So you get that nice bit of rye going on. I love that buttery note. There is definitely like a butter, sweet toffee note going on in here. It reminds me, and I don't even know the brand's name, and I'm going to find it and put a picture here, but they're like little Irish caramel chews that I can sometimes find, and I love them, and I highly recommend those. But that's what this is reminding me of, because it's got this kind of little pinch of sea salt with it, and then the caramel chew itself has got this beautiful, and then the caramel chew itself has got this nice butteriness to things. I love that corn layer going on. It's giving you that buttered sweet corn in the summer note. On the nose, this would definitely do great as a cocktail. If you're interested in kind of doing not only a neat experience or with ice, but putting it with a cocktail, I feel like on the nose at least, it's going to do wonders for that. But yeah, overall, great spices, nice bit of oakiness. All your grains are playing their part beautifully overall. And again, I give that credit because sometimes in a 4-grain blend, one of those grains can get lost along the way. Alrighty, let's go for a taste. Oh, that's unique. Oh, I like that a lot. Wow, okay. That took me by a ride. Oh, hello. So, beautiful fruit sweetness up front. Again, like freshly pressed apples, Honeycrisp apples. The spiciness is subtle and soft. Like you not only get that wheat spice, but that little pinch of rye spice. Nice bit of oakiness in there. Vanilla cream right over the top. Getting near that like creme brulee effect where you're toasting, blowtorching the top of it. It's getting just there, like it's lightly blowtorched. And just a light bit of char going on. Nice little bit of pepperiness in there too. Oh man. But the sweet and the buttery notes are playing together beautifully on this. That's good. There's no ABV bite. There's nothing harsh. There's no off notes going on. It is sweet, buttery, rich. Again, toffee for days, and those caramel chews again. Like I am like obsessed with those. Like the bag does not last long in my house kind of situation. And that's what it reminds me of. I love the oakiness coming across. For only being 3 to 4 years, again, the oaky profile showcases it as a much older whiskey, like closer to 5+ years old, just because it's got this great body to it. Nice light bit of cling to the palate, a little bit of sweet, and that little pinch of pepperiness left over. But Honeycrisp apples dipped in caramel. Like if I was to melt down those caramel chews and dip my apples in it, that's what this would be. That is great. Yeah. That is not only an easy drink, but this will do wonders. I'd love to make I might have to make an old fashioned with this because I feel like it would do very well in a cocktail. And something simple. You don't have to go super crazy because these flavors are going to really pull out with a good cocktail. Love that linger on the palate. Like that just gives you the impression of another sip. Like you just want to take another one because it's just so easy going on the palate. Again, I had high hopes with a 4-grain blend. That exceeded expectations on there. Alrighty, let's talk about a grade for this one. How about that? So, typical pricing on this is going to be found right around the $45 in the market of California. And you know what? Yes, I think that is spot on, perfect price for this. I might even pay a little bit more for it too. I think I'd pay closer to the $50 mark and be quite happy with that. The profile it brings across is sweet, inviting, and yet complex. It has a lot of great caramel forward notes and that apple sweetness going on in here. Love it. I give it a very solid B+. This is what you want. This is what I love seeing about people with a passion, that they are just so deep into loving something that they put the care in the product, and the end result showcases beautifully. I'm impressed. I came in here again with high expectations, but I gotta say Abduction whiskey really abducted my heart on that one. This is one I'm going to be returning to a few more times, and definitely one I'm going to be sharing with some more people. And again, if you're interested in learning more about Abduction whiskey, a link to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Abduction whiskey, straight bourbon whiskey. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I really like it might not.